Hello everyone, my name's Lauren Merritt with the National Weather Service in Peachtree City, Georgia, and this is the weekly weather briefing for the week of February 9th, 2017. So we'll take a look at what's been going on the past 24 hours. We'll also look at the wind advisory that's currently issued through tonight, how temperatures will fluctuate through the rest of the week, the 2 chances for precipitation associated with some frontal crossings, and also an update on the drought. Taking a look at the past 24 hours, on the left-hand side we have rainfall. Looking at the higher amounts, they're situated in northern Georgia, and there's areas of up to 3/4 of an inch. On the right-hand side we have the rotation tracks, which is generated from one of our products. The area that's circled is out of our county warning area, but it's in the state of Georgia. And these rotation tracks don't necessarily indicate that a tornado was on the ground, but having higher values could indicate the possibility of a tornado. But in that yellow circle, there actually was a tornado that unfortunately included injuries and a good bit of damage. So let's talk about current conditions. Right now, the image on the left, we have the cold front that's already passed through our area, as well as higher pressure building in behind that cold front. And because of the passage of the cold front, we are actually seeing some high winds at the surface. So the image on the right shows the current wind speeds from around 10:10 a.m., and you can see most of the wind speeds are actually pretty high. So due to those high winds, we currently have a wind advisory in effect for portions of far northern Georgia. For those northwestern counties, the wind advisory expired around 10 a.m. this morning, and for the rest of the northern counties, it is until 10 p.m. tonight. So it's already been pretty windy today, even before sunrise, but these windy conditions will actually continue past sunset tonight. Looking at the left-hand side, we have the wind speed forecast for around 11 a.m. and most of the state is around 13 to 19 or 20 miles per hour. On the right-hand side, we have forecasted wind gusts for around 11 a.m. as well, and most portions of the state are in the 20s and 30s, and this will be locally higher, especially in the places that are under the wind advisory. This slide shows today's temperatures, the left-hand side looking at today's high temperatures in northern Georgia in the 40s and moving further south into the 50s and 60s. On the right-hand side, we have the low temperatures tonight in portions of northern Georgia in the 20s, and for the rest of the state into the 30s. And these cold temperatures will be the coldest that we'll see throughout the rest of this week. For the rest of the week, we'll see some fluctuations in temperatures, looking at Rome, Atlanta, and Macon, kind of a north to south perspective of the state. Today we have these cooler temperatures, but tomorrow we'll experience a warm-up, and that'll be through Saturday and Sunday, and then on Monday we'll experience a cool down as well as Wednesday, and definitely the possibilities of some showers and wetter weather. Looking at the first frontal passage, this will be Sunday night into Monday. We're not expected to get much precipitation out of this system, maybe around 1/2 inch to specific areas, but we're mostly just looking at chances for showers. So looking 7 days into the forecast, we have a very uncertain middle of the week. I have 2 model solutions here. The one on the left brings in the precipitation on Wednesday and also brings thunderstorms and the potential for severe weather. The solution on the right-hand side brings the precipitation in closer to Wednesday night and Thursday day, and also brings the chance for winter precipitation across far north Georgia. Out of this whole system, we could expect to see around 1 inch of rain to the area, and right now we're looking at just thunderstorms. But as we get closer to next week, we'll just continue to monitor and make changes to the forecast. So an update on the drought. There hasn't been any changes since last week or the week before that as far as the drought monitor in the upper left corner. In the upper right corner, we have the past 7 days rainfall accumulations, and most areas are around up to 2 inches, and in some areas locally higher up to around 3 inches. Looking at the image in the middle at the bottom, it's the next 7 days precipitation forecast, and for most areas we're only expecting to see up to around 1.25 inches. And before I move into the summary, I did want to mention the graphics on the right-hand side of the slide. We did have an EF1 tornado that went through Harris County around 4:36 p.m. on Tuesday. In the bottom graph, you can see the track that's northeast of Columbus, parallel to Highway 27, and thankfully there were no injuries or fatalities. So in summary, we took a look at the past 24 hours and the rainfall that's fallen across the state. We discussed the ongoing wind advisory today through tonight. We took a look at temperatures and how they'll rise and fall throughout the week, and we'll see some rain too. And then we looked at those two frontal passages that will bring those chances for rain, and we discussed how uncertain the current forecast is for that second frontal passage as far as when and what kind of weather we'll see. And lastly, we took a look at the drought conditions and saw that they haven't really changed.